Good evening, everyone. This is Sam, and I make jokes, and this is my games folder. This evening, we're going to be playing some games in a Match 3 series. Basically Candy Crush, but actually playable. I'm talking about the Bejeweled series up here, and what better way to start this off than by playing the original game? Okay, that's a little weird. It didn't quite like that. Alright, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get this working properly. Alright, let's not play that one for now. Let's go on ahead and, already we're having problems. Let's go on ahead and play, let's go play Bejeweled 3, why not? Q&A question. Do you know Jim French? I can't say that I do. I don't really have any idea on who he is. Please enlighten me. Yeah, the problem with the original Bejeweled is that its screen resolution is like 640 by 480 or something, or 800 by 600. So, it was made in 2000 or 2001, Bejeweled Deluxe. So, playing it on Windows 11 in 2025 can have problems. I thought I smoothed them out before starting this stream, but I guess not. Anyways, this is Bejeweled 3, so basically the game is make some matches, get some good points, try to last as long as possible. Yes, absolutely. You can never make this many moves in Candy Crush. This is a hypercube. In the original Bejeweled, you wouldn't have these special gems that explode or shoot lightning. So, if you match 4 gems, you get this flame gem. If you match gems in a cross-section, like 3 this way, 3 this way, and they're contiguous and they're connected at a common point, then you get a star gem. If you do 5 gems, you get this hypercube, and what it does is it destroys all gems of the same color on the screen. The hypercubes are really useful if you're trying to survive in classic mode, because like if you run out of moves, it's game over. Will the modern sprites return like the Mii sprites? Yeah, they'll return eventually. But right now I want to have fun with the Dempaman sprites with him. So far it's turning out really well. Satisfied with the results. One cool thing about Bejeweled 3 is that you can start making moves before the gems have finished falling. You can't do that in the older installments. So, it's the latest installment in the actually good, the actually legitimate Bejeweled series before EA bought the series, but bought PopCap and promptly ran it through the ground. I wouldn't say it's the best, and Bejeweled 3 is the best of the Bejeweled series, though. I think that title goes to Bejeweled Twist. There's a much deeper meta going on in Bejeweled Twist. But that's not to say that this game doesn't have its own kind of meta. It's got plenty of it. So yeah, this is the classic mode. The best way to survive in like vanilla Bejeweled is to make matches up in the top half of the board as much as you can, and then make the bottom matches later, because what'll happen is that if you make bottom matches first, you can see I have these matches up here I could do instead, but if you do this, it'll disrupt the matches up top. So now I can't make a flame gem anymore, but I can do this now. Sometimes you'll get lucky like that, but one thing about Bejeweled is that sometimes the game just hates you and gives you really, really bad luck. Like Bejeweled 3 sometimes has a really big obsession with trying to destroy your hypercubes by creating star gems and placing them just in the line of fire, placing their lines of fire where your hypercubes are, thus causing you to lose your hypercubes and be in a worse position, in a more vulnerable position. Of course, right now I don't have any hypercubes because I don't really want to stay in Bejeweled 3 too long, or in this game mode too long, because it can be monotonous after a while. I mean, it's a match 3, so you recognize I made those Miis myself on my Nintendo Switch. I used the old Mii to make Microsoft. Same on the others. Okay, good for you. There's QR codes available for my characters, by the way. Mii QR codes. They're in my Discord server called Cyber Windows Server. It's in the you have to get the archival role, the archive role, in order to have access to the QR codes, though. In question. You recognize that in different ways in each one. Ooh, sweet. That was cool. You can match up to 8 gems, actually, but you have to do it in a cascade. It's a lot easier to do it in Bejeweled 3 than it was in previous installments. Oh, I just ruined my cascade bonus. Does the Miitomo QR codes work on an iPhone? I don't know. Do you have an app that supports Mii QR codes? The Mii QR codes I made them in Tomodachi Life, so you can get a glimpse of their personalities, at least as defined in Tomodachi Life. What I was able to work with its feature set with. The 3DS era, how I miss it. Sometimes. There's a lot of fun games on the 3DS. I feel like I would have sunk hours into this as a kid. I sunk way too much time into this series whenever I was growing up. Way too much time. This was my primary game when I was like 8. Not Bejeweled 3, Bejeweled Twist was the primary game I would play for literally all day. This is actually available on Steam now. I think their Steam sale, it's on sale for 99 cents until the 17th of July, if I'm not mistaken. I got it on sale, and then I got sucked back into the series. But be careful, it's a massive trap. It's a massive time trap. Let's see, what are the questions I have? Are you ever going to try Scout Digo No Promises? What in the world is that? I don't know what that is, sorry. I can't say that I will ever try it. Sam Joe X. That's not how my name is pronounced, but it's common. That's the most common way it's pronounced. There's been this big gap in content, and over the last year and a half, that's because I decided to step back for a while. Needed some time to figure out some stuff, so. Have you thought of a regular uploading schedule yet? I have contemplated it, yes. I have contemplated doing things more regularly. I think it would be good to at least have a YouTube short per week. No promises though. It'd be nice. A nice workflow, I would say. I mean, I already do drawing every day to try to get better at drawing. May as well keep my creative muscles and my comedic muscles exercised somehow in a similar vein, if you know what I mean. The Bejeweled 3 flows, the matches in Bejeweled 3 flow a lot nicer than in previous entries because of this concept I like to call Coyote Time, because you can make matches before the gems fall on screen, so you can even, like if you have like a hypercube capable match, but if you drop, you can possibly match 6 gems by dropping an adjacent orange gem into place. And make a special kind of special gem called a supernova gem. A supernova gem is basically a star gem, but it fires 3 lightning bolts in 4 directions. So, 3 lightning bolts in each of the 4 directions. So it's a big radius. They basically combine the flame gem and the star gem. The games are on sale until the 26th. In June or July. Nintendo DS was great. The new version of Microsoft Santa has appeared in current Logo Blooper Series Episode 3 and Bernard. That's not a question, but yay? I'm sorry, I don't watch Logo Bloopers content, it's cringe. Okay, in June, that's good to know, thank you. Thank you, Shirley. 40 hours from now. So if you want to get Bejeweled for almost nothing, better buy it now. See if we can reach level 10 actually. It's a pretty nice landmark. I have appeared in that in the Microsoft Sam video space called named that Green Neko. I found out that he actually tried out this game, tried out classic mode in this game, and he finished with 2,000 points. I thought that was funny. I can show his score once I mess up my game and complete this game, just for fun. I'm sorry, this is funny. I'm sorry, I'm talking about something else going on in chat. I'm sorry, there's nothing, it's just like very little humor value in Logo Bloopers, I want to say. There are exceptions, it's just that it's kind of dry. A lot of references just don't hit the mark for me, and it's, I don't enjoy it. It makes me go yikes whenever more often than not, whenever I watch a Logo Bloopers video. It's also super monotonous. Oh, I lost. What's my opinion on Samfield? He's pretty cool. I think he uses a lot more sound effects than necessary. Oh hey, you can see my 88 million score. I made it to level 67 one time. You can go on for a while, potentially forever. But this game must end because this stream is finite. Anyways, yeah, Samfield, he's pretty cool. Makes Garfield videos, seeing some pretty good success. Managed to enjoy his videos. I feel like his overusage of sound effects kind of hurts him a little bit, though. I mean, if he has a blast doing it, then more power to him. See, there's that green Neko there. Rip. GG. My lightning score. This game. Butterflies. Oh yeah, the badges are pretty cool. Once in a blue moon and perceptions. Badges are pretty cool. They're basically like little achievements. The longest one in the longest achievement, most probably, is probably the gambler achievement. You have to get 30 flushes in the poker mode. Basically get 5 matches in a row in a specific game mode, which I'm not gonna play. Yeah. Oh yeah, Samfield also sometimes does illustrations too. They're pretty cool. He tries to mimic some of the skits that I include at the end of the end of my Garfield videos. I think it's pretty cool that he's trying to do his own thing. Make sure you give credit. Okay. For what? You wanna do your own take on it? Okay. I keep trying not to run out of moves so far in Bejeweled, and it worked. Nice. What level are you on? And what, is it Bejeweled 3 or is it a different Bejeweled? Let's see. Yeah, it's a shame that Go Comics paywalled their comic stuff. But it makes sense. You can't run a platform for free. Costs money. Costs a lot of money. So I understand why they did it. It's just regrettable. Okay, so Butterflies. This is the game mode I'm playing now. So it's one of the secret modes that you unlock after reaching level 5 in Zen. Zen is one of the default modes, basically classic, but it goes on forever. You can never run out of moves. So Butterflies, you have to make sure that you have to play as long as possible without these butterflies reaching the top and getting gobbled up by this very hungry spider up here. If one butterfly escapes, then the game's over. This has a really tricky achievement, I gotta say, to achieve. You have to get a combo of 10 butterflies. It's a lot harder than... It took me a while to get it. It was very challenging. How cheap is the Go Comics subscription? Last time I visited the website, they said it was $2.87. I don't remember exactly, but if you visit and try to look at older comics, it'll tell you. It's not that much. honestly. I found some Garfield comics from other sources for free though. But it's just annoying because there's no official way to view them for free anymore. I miss Garfield.com. Garfield.com was so cool. There was Flash games that you could play. You could even download screensavers as a reward for finishing one of them. It was awesome. And also the Reading Ring. It had the Reading Ring, which was one of the inspirations behind me doing Microsoft Sam Reed's Funny Garfield comics. So they had an official version of it as a Flash game. It was so cool. I wish they expanded it more. So I decided to take matters in my own hands. And I died. RIP. $2.92 a month on my end in the US. RIP. There's different modes. This XP bar. It takes a lot more butterflies points than classics points to rank up. I don't know why, because they set the bar extremely high for butterflies, but if you get far enough in classic, you'll just go through ranks. It's actually hilarious. Oh well. I managed to get, my high score here was like a little over 1 million. No problemo. Did you use the Garfield wiki to find Garfield comic strips? Let me let you on in a little secret. Yes. There's another source too that's a little more convenient, but I still use the wiki. I choose not to disclose it though. One of my biggest complaints on Bejeweled 3 is how slow it plays compared to the other installments. The reason why it does is because there was a game before Bejeweled 3 called Bejeweled Blitz. I'm not talking about the trash that it's become now with EA on the mobile app and the Facebook page. I'm talking about the PC port of Bejeweled Blitz. So before Bejeweled 3 was a thing, its engine was used in the PC port for Bejeweled Blitz, and it was so cool. So, the main gimmick of Bejeweled Blitz is get as many points as you can in 1 minute. And it's actually really fun, or at least the original version was. Now the modern version of Bejeweled Blitz is, haha, screen wipes. Get maximum points, get like 25 million points with like 27 screen clears, because that's exciting. It used to be rewarding to get 500,000 points in Bejeweled Blitz, now it's like nothing. Oh well. So yeah, that's why it's so slow normally, because the faster matches you go, the faster the game plays. And I wish it played this fast normally, or at least at a similar speed to the original games. Because it's way too floaty. It feels way too floaty, in my opinion. In normal gameplay, in not lightning mode. You can see in lightning mode where the matches are a lot faster than in classic and butterfly. Oh yeah, in Zen and butterfly the movement's even slower, because Zen's gimmick is to make it calmer, at least in Bejeweled 3 it is. Added some cool features in the Zen mode. I'm not leaving. Oh man, I missed a hypercube match because I was going too fast. Okay, so in Lightning, you still have the 1 minute time limit, but you can extend it using these time gems. And every time you survive, every time the timer ticks down to a minute, then it'll increase your multiplier over here, give you more points per match, and it'll reset the timer. And as you go on, as you get to higher multipliers, these time gems get more and more hard to come by. So I think my longest game was over a little over 6 minutes in Lightning mode. I don't like Lightning mode that much, to be honest, though. It's a nice change up for the regular Bejeweled 3 gameplay, though. It's just not my preferred mode. Oi. 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 Let's go. Bejeweled used to be huge. Let's go. I wanted to begin with the original Bejeweled because that one doesn't have special gems, and I want to. It's better to. You can see its core mechanics more easily. See where Bejeweled came from. I'll have to correct the resolution on OBS, my streaming software, so that it looks correct in the stream itself, and not like a small window in the top left. Man, I really don't like what they did with the hypercube now, going back. The hypercube used to look like a warping orb. Now it's like a 20 FPS rotating cube. I mean, at least it's a cube this time. It's just a lamer cube than the original hypercube in Bejeweled 2. Let's go. I'm sorry I'm not paying attention to chat because I'm in a timed match. I'll address some other questions or whatnot whenever I'm finished, whenever I run out of time properly. Uh-oh, I'm running out of time. Ah, I got 5 extra seconds. Whoa. One cool thing about Lightning mode in this game is as long as you have blazing speed, you'll still be alive. Even if you have 0 time left. Until blazing speed wears off in like 10 seconds, the 10 seconds that you have. Oh no, I'm gonna die. No! Oh well. 2 million's not bad. That's a pretty good score, I would say. Well, you need even more lightning points than butterfly points. Nice. Okay, let's see. Yeah, the PC port of Blitz is not on Steam, unfortunately. It's regrettable. Yeah, they decided not to re-release it on Steam. I don't think it's sold very well. I have a copy of the game. I could install it if I wanted to, but I decided not to. Why are you listing off states? How do you now make your MS Scarf videos? Yeah, I use a different source. That's how I do it. Your childhood game? Hey, it's mine too. Turns out it's a lot of folks' childhood's game because it was a popular game back in the day, which is really cool. Let's see, what else should we play? Zen is pretty cool. I'm not gonna play it for too long though. Oh, you can see, definitely see how much slower it is. Appreciate it. Appreciate that. Slower modes are better. Oh no, I like more exciting modes. Best one so far. You miss making errors and signs videos. If you ever get back to it, will you restart season 6? No comment. Opening Peggle puts it in 4:3 ratio on my monitor. It does too, for my end too. Bejeweled 2 does the same. It's because it's an older game. That's why it's 4:3. 4:3 is so cool, in my opinion. I miss it. The first Bejeweled is on Steam. Bejeweled Deluxe. That's how I got it on my PC. Man, Zen mode takes forever. My Sam jokes, I'm a big fan of your videos. Thank you. And well, thank you for watching. Has Sam stopped failing his stuff? Not yet. So far he's failed to appear very often, so Diamond Mine has been a fan favorite. Yeah, Diamond Mine is pretty cool. I think I've gotten too good at it though, cause I can like keep playing forever. I played so long on Diamond Mine that the score started glitching out. Like, I would get points and I would get very clearly less points. So I'd like get 10,000 points and the score would only go up by like 300 or something. So, and I had like 3 minutes left on the timer. You start with a minute 30, so I deliberately threw the game so I could be done and have my high score. On the Diamond Mine, the way you get experience, your rank experience here is also a big joke in Diamond Mine. Like way too many points. You'll never rank up in doing a Diamond Mine game unless you're really close to ranking up already. Ranks are a lot cooler in Bejeweled Twist anyway. In Bejeweled 3 they don't even give you any graphics for what the ranks look like. I have a feeling they rushed out Bejeweled 3 in some respects. I mean, it's a pretty cool game, don't get me wrong, but I still feel like they kind of rushed it. Steam FPS counter says 100 FPS. Nice. Bejeweled Deluxe doesn't have that patch. That's Super Season 6. Yeah, I don't really want to promise any plans for the future of my videos, because if I decide that it's I don't want to do it, at least not at the moment, then I've already like set hopes too high and it'll be a disappointment. So it's better to under promise and over deliver. Yeah, Bejeweled 3's ultra resolution is 16:10. That used to be what widescreen was defined as, so that's what they went with, and then they reduced it to 16:9. I think 16:10 is better. Let's see. I've never played Peggle 2. As far as I'm aware, it was only available on Xbox One and some other platforms like PS4. I don't think it's on PC. It doesn't look as good as the original Peggle or Peggle Knights, the true Peggle 2. Maybe I can play some Peggle actually, on a later stream. That would be a cool idea. And old PopGap games were pretty good. I really like Zen's music, I gotta say. Probably, it's some of my favorite music in Bejeweled 3. I think my favorite track in general, though, in Bejeweled 3 is the Time Bomb music in the quest mode. Xbox One, XLBA. I never tried their modded version. Oh yeah, the modded version, Bejeweled 3 Plus? Yeah, that looks pretty cool. I never tried it either. Maybe I should try it for a stream one day. I'll get through one more level and then switch to a different game. I'll switch up my resolution, play the original Bejeweled actually. Maybe. How do you think Sam would be at Tetris? Probably not too good. Bookworm. Bookworm's another great game I used to play a lot. Plants vs. Zombies was pretty cool. I never owned the game, but it was pretty cool anyway. Alright, now let me go on ahead and, change some... Allow me to add another... Yes, let me just duplicate this. How can I duplicate this? Copy, paste. Oh, it's a reference. Why? Remove. Copy. Oh, I can't. Right to okay. Display capture to. Okay. Now I can. Please wait while I change the resolution so that Bejeweled 1 will be watchable. Transform. Here we go. Top left. Size 800 by 600. Okay, I think that was the resolution of the OG. Let's see, how well does that look? Is not receiving enough video information to continue smooth streaming, huh? Let's see. Change my watermark size. Oh, that's a bad idea. Copy, paste a reference, the duplicates. Let's see. Then make this. Oh man, hold on. I have to change my resolution on the fly. I don't think I can do that, can I? No, I can't. Okay, well that's annoying. Alright, so that's a disappointment, so bummer. Alright, So I guess I can't do Bejeweled Deluxe for now. Let's just do Bejeweled 2 instead. The third Steam exclusive Peggle original game. Peggle Extreme. Let's see. Let's see if Bejeweled 2 shows up properly. It should.
Welcome back.
Hopefully the stream's still going. Oh yeah, Jackbox. Jackbox is pretty cool. I play with some of my friends sometimes. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna do this. Okay, here we go. I've unlocked original mode in Bejeweled 2. So, we can't do Bejeweled 1, so we're gonna emulate it in Bejeweled 2. So there's this secret feature in Bejeweled 2 where if you go across the 4 main mode buttons 8 times, then it'll unlock original mode, so basically classic mode with no special gems. The downside though is that you don't get the Bejeweled 1 visuals or the awesome music of the original, so it should create a hypercube, but nope. It's just a simple match, just like in the 2001 release. So yeah, welcome to Bejeweled 2. So, off the bat, you can see a feature that's not present in Bejeweled 3, so if you hover over a gem, it'll actually kind of like have this little lighting effect. Why it's not in Bejeweled 3, I can't possibly tell, other than possibly speculate that it's rushed. Even Bejeweled Twist has some lighting on its gems, and it uses the same gem design. They just didn't implement it in Bejeweled 3.
Level complete.
I hope Peggle... I think Peggle should display properly, but... That said, on Peggle I can't break out into the black bars on my cursor, so maybe that's, that would be an issue. It is an interesting vortex information. So yeah, the name of the game, just keep your matches on top and you'll last longer. Bejeweled 1 has some awesome music.
Level complete. Get ready.
What is it? 743. Right, so yeah, it's original. Alright. There's 2 more modes I want to show in this Bejeweled 2 after this, so I'm not going to show Classic. I'm going to show action, and I'm also going to show a little bit of puzzle, because it's pretty... Puzzle is genuinely the most unique part about Bejeweled 2. There's no other game in the series that has it. But future installments do have quest mode, or challenge mode, which is pretty cool in and of itself. It's not as interesting as Bejeweled 2's puzzle mode, though. Right. Alright, I'm gonna start making my moves on the bottom because I want to lose this thing so I can move on. Try to lose challenge, impossible. Yeah, you can see how this doesn't flow as nicely as Bejeweled 3, but it's a lot faster. So you can't make matches until all the gems are already fallen down. Yeah. You can see the progress bar here. Once it's full, you level up, and you actually get a multiplier, so every move now makes 30 points, where in the beginning it only makes 10. That's pretty... Yeah, this is a little boring. Might just have to pull it up.
No more moves.
Yay!
A new high score.
Oh hey, my highest score, because I only played it one other time. This is a relatively new file, by the way, so I used to play this a lot too, so... Oh yeah, once you, there's some specific criteria with secret mode. There's secret modes in Bejeweled 2 as well, and once you meet specific criteria, you'll unlock this question mark button, and you'll reveal them. So yeah. Let's see. Alright, action mode. Action mode is actually pretty cool. This is only in the original Bejeweled and Bejeweled 2. So if I do nothing, you can see how it gradually goes down. And so if you if this goes all the way down, then you lose the game. So I'm gonna make matches, make the bar go up. And so as you advance through the levels, not only does your level progress get slower with each match, the timer also ticks down faster. So at about level, I think I reached level 20 on Bejeweled 2 the last time I played action. Also, this is one of the biggest annoyances of me not being able to play the original Bejeweled, because the original Bejeweled has awesome music for action mode. Meanwhile, Bejeweled 2 just uses the same calming music. It's just, man.
Excellent.
Yeah, I think the epitome of Bejeweled, I would say, is Bejeweled 2, if I had to say.
Level complete.
Continuum bold on the leaderboard? Probably. It sounds familiar. Now that you mention it, probably is. Ah, oh no. Okay. Where am I now? Oh yeah, an interesting thing in Bejeweled 1 and Bejeweled 2 is if you ask for a hint, it'll actually reduce your score. So in Bejeweled 3 and Blitz, it doesn't reduce your score, but in Bejeweled 2 and 1 it does. So it can be particularly bad in action mode.
Level complete.
The gems look a bit like candy in Bejeweled 2. Who knows, maybe that was why Candy Crush was themed after candy. Sweet. It does kind of look more like candy now that you mention it. Kind of like Jawbreakers.
Level complete.
That's what EA should do, release merchandise based on Bejeweled. Have these hard candies in the shape of the Bejeweled gems. That would be sweet. Literally. That's a great idea. Or maybe it's a bad idea because there's sharp edges and stuff. Maybe it'll open up a lot of liability. It's an interesting idea, to say the least, I guess. You ought to switch the two hypercubes together. That is a huge, really cool thing to do in Bejeweled 3 and Blitz. Because I guess I didn't show that on Bejeweled 3, but if you do that on Bejeweled 3 or Blitz, it'll actually clear the whole board. But on Bejeweled 2, if you match two hypercubes, it'll just zap all your hypercubes. It's kind of lame. It's actually one of the worst moves you could do in Bejeweled 2. In action mode, it's not possible to run out of moves. So, in Bejeweled 1, if you do run out of moves, the board will actually have this cool, unique animation that's never seen again in any other Bejeweled game, where the gems just fall out of the board, and then you hit a completely new board of gems. That's how it would handle no more moves on action mode. But in Bejeweled 2, they came up with the endless mode where you can't run out of moves and you keep playing forever and ever. And they developed an algorithm so that the game always drops in a match for you to make. And so you will never run out of moves ever in Bejeweled 2 and beyond for non-traditional classic mode. In classic mode of Bejeweled Twist, you will also almost never run out of moves. Even though you can make matchless moves in Bejeweled Twist. It's going on for a while. I don't really want to spend too much time in Bejeweled 2. I want to save the meat and potatoes for a classic mode run in Bejeweled Twist because it's actually really cool.
Excellent. Level complete.
Gem-shaped gummies, that would be another cool idea. Since when has PopCap been a company? Since the late 90s. I think 1997? I think? Maybe 1994?
Incredible.
They made other games which didn't do so good. They were under a different name, which I will not mention. Because it's slightly less than appropriate. But if you want to know, you can look it up.
Level complete.
Ooh, 11,000 points in a single match. Sweet.
Get ready.
2000 was the first... Are you sure it was 2000? I thought that was whenever they adopted the PopCap name. It is 2000. Cool. Alright, level 10 on action. Oh, thanks. Water and potato PCs can run it easily. Oh, yeah. I heard this was actually bundled with some Windows XP PCs. Bejeweled 2. This was whenever it truly became like a mainstream Bejeweled 2. And it already become a household name with Bejeweled Deluxe, but with Bejeweled 2 Deluxe, it just exploded in popularity. It's just the, yeah.
Level complete.
Oh yeah, you can see how much faster the timer bar moves now. Also, an interesting thing to point out is that I actually enlarged my cursor for this because it can be hard to see on a 1440p monitor on Bejeweled. So if you do play this game and you have a higher resolution monitor, you might want to increase the size of your cursor. How did I miss you playing Bejeweled? Oh no. I wonder everyone's buying Bejeweled. Oh really? They are? They are? People are buying Bejeweled on Steam right now? Everyone? Oops. What have I unleashed upon the community this time? Swirly in Malaysia, at least. Okay. No, that Green Neko has Bejeweled 3 at least. Yeah, I showed his score on Bejeweled 3 Classic. Oh yeah, that's right. He did already buy them. Cool beans. Don't spend too much time on Bejeweled now, because it can be a massive time sink. It could be a really giant time sink if you're not careful. At least it's a lot better and less predatory than Candy Crush or Bejeweled Stars or modern day Bejeweled Blitz. Oh, junk. It is really good too. It's really an old gem, one would say. I know EA will never do this, but I hope one day they make a Bejeweled 4. I think the launch price, I know the launch price of Bejeweled Blitz and Bejeweled 3 was $20. Back when I was able to buy a CD at Sam's Club or Walmart. Remember when retailers stocked CDs of games? I do. There's definitely different times. Arguably better times. Oh, I lost my hypercube. Oops. If I ever make a game, I want to release it on a CD in addition to Steam. That would be really cool. Kind of pull a Summoning Salt, who's re-releasing his videos on VHS now. Like, actually. Oh no. Oh yeah, it costs... Even if you miss the sale, I think the regular price is only $5. So, yeah. There's actually some technical issues on Bejeweled Blitz's part. Oh no, Bejeweled Twist, that you have to make some tweaks or get third-party modifications to in order to get working properly. So 3D acceleration, it's not a requirement, but it's something I really like to have enabled because it makes the game look way nicer and enables some more cool stuff, like the spaceship going out and flying out, and also some cool like space warp effects. But the old code in Bejeweled Twist thinks that your modern graphics card is like ancient, so it'll say that your card's not supported. So yeah. And then it'll say that once you get the third-party patch installed, it'll say that you can't go any higher than like the normal preset for resolution. You can't go over 800 by 600 resolution because your graphics card's not powerful enough. And the way I was able to do that is I was able to make it bypass its compatibility check in its like config.cfg file, which I kid you not is actual source code. So it's I actually did some hacking on it, like actual programming hacking on it, to get it to display the ultra resolution. And man, Bejeweled Twist looks so cool, looks so beautiful in ultra resolution. It's unreal, or at least it's unreal to me because I was used to playing it in not ultra resolution for so long. Make sure it's not released. If I make a game and make sure it's not released on a keycard, yeah, no, it's not going to be on a keycard. That said, though, I hear that Nintendo Switch, their main reason is because the Nintendo Switch 2 cartridges are really expensive for third-party developers. I also hear that third-party developers aren't selling too well on Switch 2. Because why buy on a lockdown ecosystem when Steam exists, and the game exists on Steam? Maybe just bought Bejeweled 3. Nintendo, if you're somehow watching, this is what word of mouth looks like. I got so many people in my chat saying that they bought Bejeweled already. So stop DMCAing your content creators that want to actually showcase your game. Nintendo. Actually played Kirby Planet Robobot twice on Odyssey on stream, an Odyssey stream, in like 120 FPS or something. Was it 120 FPS? I think it was. I didn't do it on YouTube because I had Odyssey, and just to be safe, I did it on Odyssey instead of YouTube. Instead. Because you know how Nintendo likes to... You know how Nintendo feels about emulation. That was back when Citra was still around. Like, actual Citra. Before Yuzu got Suyu'd. The Switch 2 is really popular, I gotta say. 3.5 million units in like 3 days is super it's a giant launch. However, it's mainly because of Nintendo's first-party IPs, because Nintendo makes their own games exclusive to their platforms, which is probably their saving grace, all things considered. It's like, you got Microsoft, you got Steam, and you got Nintendo. And then the rest are like small smaller studios. I guess Epic's not too small, but those are like the big three: Steam, Microsoft, and Nintendo. Sony doesn't look like it's gonna have a good time.
Level complete. Get ready. Good. Excellent.
And I'm already at level 15 in the... I think there's a bit of a bug in Bejeweled 2's timer bar. They made it not tick down after a while. For some time, whenever you make a match. Like, you can keep making matches and it won't go down. Like, I've not felt any pressure from the timer bar so far. Meanwhile, in Bejeweled 1, it's actually, you do feel pressure from it, or I have felt pressure from it. Oh yeah, Epic has Unreal Engine. Yeah, that's nice. So to clarify, for the hypercube thing, if you have two hypercubes in Bejeweled 2, don't match them together. Otherwise you'll just destroy your hypercubes. But in Bejeweled 3, if you have two hypercubes, go for it. Because it'll screen wipe it. Screen wipe your board. Like an actually fun screen wipe too. Not like the baloney that you have with modern Bejeweled Blitz. Okay, I think I'm just gonna let the timer bar run out. Now we're gaming. You never played Bejeweled before? I guess count yourself lucky, because if you did, then chances are you've spent way too much time on it, like I did. All right, I got out of the danger zone pretty easily there. All right, now to actually let it run out.
Time up. A new
I intentionally threw that game because I want to showcase other stuff. The action mode in Bejeweled 1 is better than in Bejeweled 2, in my opinion. Puzzle mode. This is the big unique mode of Bejeweled 2, so you have to clear all the gems on the screen in predetermined puzzles. This is actually really cool. I'm gonna spend like 5 minutes on this mode. They're really cool puzzles. Oh, I messed up. Oh, I still messed up. Slightly less than ideal, one would say. Oh, nice. A bajillion dollars with this stream. Yes. The sound effects in not Bejeweled 3 are also pretty cool. It is similar to... Yeah, but Bejeweled 3... Bejeweled is before Candy Crush. Bejeweled's way better. Here's a puzzle I haven't solved yet, let me see. I don't know if I can solve this puzzle without hints. I don't know. I think I messed it up. Oh dear. I don't think it's possible to solve it at this point. Yeah, it's not solvable. Okay. Let's see where I can save this. Nope. No, you don't do that. Nope. Alright, I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna harness Willie Mitchell's power. Okay, here we go.
World complete.
Sweet. This isn't technically the first match 3 game. I think the first one was actually some Russian... It was a Russian game for like from the MS-DOS era, and it was called Balls. And the Russian word for it, if I'm not mistaken. I messed up. There we go.
World complete.
Nice. I completed all the planets. Now for the game credits. Spoiling the ending of Bejeweled 2!
Excellent.
New mode unlocked. Cognito. That's basically puzzle mode, but you earn points. The most difficult mode to unlock in Bejeweled 2 is whatever Endless's secret mode is. So to do that, you have to get to level 280 in Endless. I'm not kidding. This is my progress so far. 42. We're not gonna reach that in time. So. Alright, that's enough of Bejeweled 2.
Goodbye.
Alright. Now let's play the greatest Bejeweled game of all time. Could probably take a few weeks to reach level 280. It's a massive grind. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh no, I forgot I had a game on here. Oh well. Bejeweled Twist. This is the greatest Bejeweled game of all time. So, right off the bat, you do not swap 2 gems, you actually rotate 4 gems. And not every move has to be a match. But there's still an incentive to make matches. So you got a match there. So if you make you'll notice that this little meter went up 1. If you make a mismatch, or mismatch moved, then it'll go back down. So if you make continued moves, it'll just keep on going up until eventually your multiplier goes up. So now I earn, whereas I had 50 points, now each move gives a base of 100 points. This will continue on. This will just continue on. You got 3. So, unlike in the other Bejeweled series, whenever you level up, you don't get a multiplier on top of it. So if you're in level 1, you get the same amount of points whether or not you're in level 1 or in level 2, and the only modifier is the actual multiplier up here. And there is a limit to how far it can go up. We'll show that later. So there's 4. And so as you can see, the number of matches you have to make in order to increase the multiplier has gone up. And it'll stay at this number of matches for the rest of the game. Now this is a bomb gem. This is how you lose. This bomb gem reaches 0, your game is over. Yeah, Bejeweled Twist on PC is a lot better than on DS. Ooh, here we go. 5 gems in Bejeweled Twist. Not a hypercube, it's a lightning gem. So lightning gem is basically the star gem from Bejeweled 3 before the star gems were a thing. So you thought I didn't like Twist? Well, surprise, surprise! You can notice about this bomb gem now that we're on level 3. In level 2 it spawned at 20. This time it spawned at 19, so you get fewer moves to maneuver around with this bomb gem on screen. No, and there can be multiple bomb gems. So this will conspire to make a more challenging game overall. Oh, Commodore James left a... Oh, you were talking about somebody else. Alright. It's my fault for not reading chat thoroughly. Oh, a really cool thing, if you make 2 matches or more at the same time in Bejeweled Twist, it'll multiply the entire match. So I ended up earning 4 times as many points from that instead of 2 times. It's a little complicated to explain, but you'll see it. One nice thing about bomb gems is that if you match them, you get an extra chain. My chain meter just went up by 2. We're at level 7, multiplier 7. It's unsupported on Steam Deck. I haven't tried to emulate it on Linux, but... I played Bejeweled Twist back when it was recent. Whenever I was 9. Spent way too much time. This is your rank, by the way, in Bejeweled Twist. It's way better than in Bejeweled 3. So, in addition to ranking up, you get a nice little graphic that changes, and it's prominently displayed on your little spaceship here. It is going to take some tinkering to get working. Yeah. This game's from 2008. It actually took the PopCap team 4 years to make this. Which is pretty cool. There's actually some scrapped ideas. So, for example, in development... Ooh, 3x move. In development, they were working on... There's some unused gem types that are left over in the game's code. One of which is ice gems, so if you make gems in an X-shaped pattern, you would have made a gem called an ice gem, and it would have stopped the bombs from ticking down for a certain amount of time. Then there's an angel gem, that if you made it in a plus sign, it would have got rid of all the bad gems on screen. Then there's the skull gem, so if it reached the bottom of the board, it would destroy your shards, which is a scrap mechanic in the game, and if you lost all your shards, it would be game over. It would be a secondary way to lose. Oh hey. Okay, so this is the maximum multiplier you can get, but if you keep making contiguous moves, you'll get something special. So you can see that I filled it all the way up, and now it's all rainbowy. And once I fill up the rainbow part, it will give me a special gem called a fruit gem. Match it for a surprise. So I'm gonna hold on to this for a while. Game just launches on deck. Nice. So it's nice to know that it works on the better Switch. Oh yeah, if you break open the coal, you get extra points. You get bonus points. No longer the rip-off Switch. The kill switch. Oh, there's the fruit gem right there. So, the fruit gem turns out to be the closest thing this game has to hypercubes, because it's a little hard to swap a hypercube when you move 4 gems at the same time. So they settled on a compromise there. And it actually works really well. It's really well executed, I gotta say. Okay. Oh no. This is a slightly less than ideal situation right here. A bomb gem up in the corner with a low number. So you can kind of see when it reaches 8, it starts to get angry. A little angry. Now when it reaches 5, it gets really angry, and now we're all panicking. Thankfully, the fruit gems dial back the clocks. So this is, so it's a good idea to stockpile on fruit gems. The game just works on Steam Deck. Very nice to hear. So if I just switch to Linux, I could totally just play this game. Yeah. So you don't have to like do any like workarounds at all to like get 3D acceleration to work, or how do fruit gems generate? So the way you do that is you have to max out your multiplier. So you have to make 32 matches. You have to accumulate 32 change on 10x multiplier. So a chain is a consecutive match, basically. If you make so you can make matchless moves in this game, but if you do that, you will break your chain. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. This was a bad idea. Alright. Like that. That's how you break your chain. If you break your chain, if you do 2 mismatch moves in a row, then you actually lose a multiplier. So the name of the game isn't just to make matched moves forever. So I'll have to show you right here. So I had to lose one because of this locked gem was gonna mess me up. So yeah. Thank you, Commodore James. Guess I couldn't explain that because of a situation with the bomb gems, which is still unfolding with the same rascal. Right, gotta recover my multiplier. It just works on Steam, so it works better than it does on Windows. Imagine that. Imagine that. That is amazing. Boom goes the dynamite. Funny enough, there's actually a game from PopCap called Dynamite. It's like it looks about as old as the original Bejeweled. And it's also available on Steam. It's another PopCap classic. Here we go. Oh, I had 2 bomb gems at the same time? Now they're spawning in 11. Ugh. Can be annoying sometimes. How does it work better than on Microsoft's? I don't know. It's because Microsoft is incompetent. That's what I believe. The same company that thinks trying recall for the second time in a row is a good idea. Same one that lost like 30% to versus SteamOS on the same device. Alright, I'm gonna break my chain because I actually want to save my fruit gem. I want to save it for a truly dire situation. Was it dollar? Was it dollar? Okay, yeah, I'm not saving this fruit gem. Sweet. Oh yeah, this I should explain this thing here. This bonus thing, so if you make a match of that color, it'll advance one. If you advance through all 4, it'll increase your chain meter by 10 or 13, depending if there's any bad gems on the board, like a bomb. One of the ways to dodge bombs. Another one of the ways is to just match it. Ooh, I just accidentally solved the bonus! So you can see it in action. Oh, it gets much worse as you get advanced through the game. Just trust me on that. So you match them, you explode them with flame or lightning or anything else. You can keep them at bay with fruit gems. You can level up to avoid them. You can solve the bonus thing to destroy them. Oh, now they're starting at 9. Now they're stuck in single digits. No, they're just constantly dropping. You can max out the multiplier to get a fruit gem to destroy a bomb gem. Or a locked gem if you have no bombs that are under 10 moves. Not even Twist has achievements. This guy is a Doom gem, so it can't be matched, and it can't be moved. But thankfully, it does not tick down unless you make a matchless move. Like so. So only on matchless moves it counts down. And if you explode them, you get a lot of chains. And you get a big score bonus. But if they reach 0, you truly are out of luck. Your game is just over like that. I got it down to 1. It's more deadly than bomb gems. You'll see why later on. They did originally try to implement a trophy room similar to Peggle or Chuzzle, from what I hear. There's unused music for it in the game, but it got scrapped. Bejeweled Twist would have been even more legendary if it had achievements. Now the bombs spawn in angry at 8. Oh no. Oh, double no. Oh, this is where you really gotta break out your strategy, because you have to contend with multiple low-level bombs, multiple, like, primed bombs in quick succession. So you gotta do a lot. You gotta stay on your toes. So right now they spawn at 8. The Doom Gem, which spawned in at 13 last level, is now at 10. A drop of 3. Oh no. That's no good. Oh no. Whoa! Let's go! Is this the same voice actor as Bejeweled 2? It's actually a different actor, but he sounds really similar. He sounds really similar, especially whenever if you're in challenge mode and you unlock a new challenge, he'll say new challenge unlocked without his voice modulation thing. And it sounds almost just like the Bejeweled 2 announcer. Oh shoot. That's no good. Okay, so starting at level 15, the bomb gems start spawning with a 7, counted down to 7. And the Doom gems spawn in it, counted down to 9. And it'll remain like this for the rest of the game. So right now we are at peak difficulty. Oh man, you gotta be kidding me. Oh sweet. Oh man, don't tell me I'm gonna lose this before level 20. Yeah, it's annoying. For the longest time, even before, like, when I was playing this game non-stop, I just couldn't get past, like, level... Like, level 10 would be a barrier... No, level 20 would be a barrier I'd rarely break. But then I decided to get comfortable with matchless moves, and I made it all the way to level 34 once. You can kind of see the mana that goes into this now. Now the Doom Gem is getting angry. Internally, this gem is actually called a Devil Gem. To go with the scrapped Angel Gem from the game's beta. Oh, junk, that's not good. Oh, let's go. Level complete. You'd say the bomb should have a random number counter for each level? I don't know. I feel like it would be... I feel like the current system is actually pretty good, where it just stays at 7. I think random starting numbers would be cool, though, but give you some breathing room. Oh my lord. I hate it whenever the game gives you, like, unique colors all by themselves. It's so annoying. You have to really bend the board to your will. Let's go. You gotta look out for these bomb gems that go wanna explode on you. Man, I lost level 10 again. This is not going as well as my previous games. You explode doom gems with special gems like lightning gems or flame gems. You can't mash them directly. There goes the game dropping 2 bomb gems at once again. Let's see. Alright. Alright, approaching 1 million. Level 17, that used to be, it would be one of the levels I'd commonly die at. Oh my word. Oh my word. Oh, sweet. Never trusts RNG if you don't have to. RNG can be really nice, but always plan for the worst possible scenario. Ooh, a triple. Oh, baby, a triple. Oh, yeah. Speed bonus. Oh yeah, there's no hint button in Bejeweled Twist because you can just make matchless moves right on the spot. Uh-oh. There we go. Oh no. This lock gem's gonna cost me big time. Man, that's annoying. The bombs are cleared whenever you go advance to the next level. Oh no, it's at 0, but we got one last chance to disarm it. So we have the bomb spinner here. If it lands on the gems, then we're safe. The bomb is cleared and we can go. If it lands on the skulls, the game's over. Okay, nice. I've had it land on the skulls the first time several times before. I think it's like a 25% chance of losing the game. Oh, and it gets worse whenever you bombs reach 0 the next time. So if on the second time it reaches 0, you have 2 skulls, so you have a 50-50 chance of dying. Then on the third time, you have 3 out of 4 chances to die. Then on the 4th time, it doesn't fill in the other one. You have like a 10% chance to continue or something like that. Whatever it works out to. It shows up as an offset spinner. And then 5 is the 5th time you reach 0, it's literally impossible to continue. Like, it'll show still only 3 skulls, but it'll always land on the skull. Pre-programmed to end at 5. Oh, that was annoying. It cleared my match to get rid of the bomb. Now I have to rely on RNG. Oh man, I wanted to go for longer than this. Yeah, sometimes Bejeweled does not like you that much. Okay, coin toss. Oh, I lost it. That's annoying. That was unlucky. That was really unlucky, man. It's really disappointing. Alright, let's see. I don't know if I want to do another classic game. That would make the stream drag on for really long. I want to keep things interesting, so maybe next stream we'll try classic again. So this is challenge mode, so let's see. So I think let's do Preserver. It's been 109 minutes. Alright, so on challenge mode you have specific directives you gotta accomplish. So here you gotta keep 30 yellow gems. You gotta get 30 yellow gems on screen. There's no multiplier to speak of here in challenge mode, by the way, because there's no points in this mode. So the end of the game is just to get 30 gems on screen. Oh man, I messed up. Oh, I messed up again. Oh no, not again. I minus that one. Wait. It's a little risky to do special gems here. But you can make it work for you if you know what you're doing. Oh my god. Alright, now I gotta figure out how to... There we go. Alright, we're at 22. Got 8 more to go. My voice is already shot, man. Okay. I really like Bejeweled Twist's music, I gotta say. It's so Frutiger Arrow-esque. This isn't the best. This is my, like, it's not my most favorite track right here, but it's like, if we had continued playing on classic mode, I would have brought up a specific good example. Challenge complete. So each challenge has 7 levels to it. And then after you complete the 7 levels, you have Eclipse, so you can get the most out of anything, so... Oh yeah, Blitz on the music on Blitz mode is pretty cool too. Alright, now this is something that will remind you of Candy Crush. Now you have a move counter. It's not bombs either. I have a sneaking suspicion that Candy Crush took inspiration from this mode in Bejeweled Twist. So as awesome as Bejeweled Twist is, it is possibly responsible for the horrors of free-to-play Match 3. So yeah. The normal challenge is you have to clear a certain number of gems before you run out of moves, but now the name of the game in Eclipse mode of Stratomax is to clear as many gems as you can in 50 moves. Alright, so sweet. Nice. Okay, so my horse score there was 302 moves, or 302 gems. Survivor is a fun one. Probably my favorite of the challenge modes. Because basically the game is just to survive. I don't like this configuration. Oh my word. Using lightning can be tricky, can be risky whenever you're dealing with these bomb gems. After this, we'll play Blitz mode and then we'll call it a stream. So we're gonna survive in survival. Okay. Try to survive in survival for an impressive amount of time. Yeah, Survivor mode's one of my favorites as well. Man, really? Why do you have to be stuck in here? Stupid bombs. Haha. Oh yeah, in survival mode, the bombs can spawn in at even lower countdown timers at 5. Immediately in danger mode. That's the lowest they can spawn in this mode. So many cages, those are locked gems. This is survival mode. Okay, sweet. Oh, really? I got trolled by the game again. Seriously? That's stupid. Oh yeah, if you're not in Classic, the bomb gems explode immediately. So that was fun. My high score here was 312. Yeah, that was super unlucky. Yeah, the game hates you sometimes. Alright, now let's do Blitz and we'll call it a stream. So if you'd like, you can ask me some questions as well, so that I can answer them whenever I finish this up. On the topic of like doing multiple simultaneous matches in a row, if you do a simultaneous match that gets a fruit gem, it'll multiply its points too, which is a big deal because in Classic mode, normally you get 10,000 points from a single fruit gem. If you do a double match, it'll give you 20,000 instead. Same with 30,000. It'll carry over to the coal bonus as well. That's how I gained my highest ever points move in this game. By getting super lucky with like a triple match right as the geodes, as they're called, went off. Oh my lord, why are the matches going on? Already this game's not starting out great. I'm not on my A game this stream. Oh man. That's annoying having to deal with this bomb gem in the middle of a blitz round where you're supposed to score as many points as possible. Finally, speed bonus. Keep it up, you can get hyper speed, and then if you keep it up even longer, you'll get giga speed. And if you keep it up even longer, you'll get giga speed again and again and again. Oh man, this is slightly less than ideal. The game does not like me today. Let's go. Oh, where's my matches? When it gets down to where you have only one match, then it can be easy to to match in quick succession, because the matches will tend to be close to the region of your previous match until it eats into gems further down or further around. Giga speed, there we go. Mainly just a speed bonus and a fancy sound effect. Fancy text. Sometimes what can happen is you can get a lot of cascades too. That's a funny side effect of the algorithm that guarantees a match. It can also be helpful with dealing with the bomb gems in classic mode. I think it's more broken, the cascade thing is more broken in Bejeweled 3 than it is in any other game. Gotten so many cascades at several occasions. Oh, so close. So Mega Fruit bonus, if you get that, you get a lot of points. You get a lot of points. The fruits do a little dance. A pretty funny dance. Did I really just do that? That's really annoying. I love this part of the music. It references the original Bejeweled Classic theme. So cool. And not even 1,000,000 points. That's a bummer. Also, no last hurrah. This is a cool... The replay system here is pretty cool here. You can see where the waves just escape the screen. Oh yeah, I can show the Mega Fruit bonus on a replay that I had from a previous game. Those are my scores. Okay, now let me go ahead and show some other stuff. This was my best move, my highest point scoring move. This was also in Blitz, because Blitz has the highest score multiplier. Look at all those geodes. Then I got a triple all those points there. You got 1.8 million points in the Blitz run? Nice. This one was a rather unfortunate move in the classic game I had. So I had, like, this is the most gems I destroyed. So I ended up losing all of my fruit gems, including the one I just got. It was kind of annoying. It's cool that it created a nice record, personal record, though. Here's the Mega Fruit bonus. Here's the Mega Fruit bonus dance. Oh yeah, you can see proof of me reaching level 30 in classic mode here. Yeah. Apparently I got 92 million total points so far. That's always nice. Ultra resolution. Alright, that's gonna end it for now. Let's see. Any other questions we got? Let me see. Why are the Dempamen being used again? Wasn't there a reason that caused the 2017 Reformation, which changed the Dempamen to reuse rates? It's a long story, which I'm not going to reiterate here. Basically I had a lot of figuring out to do. So, yeah. So now I'm just reusing the Dempamen sprites because I can. Okay, what other else do we have? Yeah, sometimes I can get confused with moves too. It's kind of annoying. Alright, Alright, with no further questions, thank you all for attending the stream, and I will see you fellows next time.